Today I didn't know what to say. I pretty literally, not because I had nothing inside or nothing to share, but because everything I could say felt a little embarrassing. And it's very strange because I talk about reflection, I talk about growth, I talk about emotions. But today, like, even the smallest, the simplest words felt like exposed. I felt so uneasy and so fragile, so vulnerable, exposing something online and exposing my point of view, exposing my reflections. And I think we don't talk enough about this part, that moment when you want to show up really bad, but your body and something inside of you resist that. And it's like you don't feel like you are in the right position, in the right mindset, in the right mood to expose yourself. And you feel like you are going to be judged, and you feel you're scared of some kind of judgment. You're scared of other people's opinions. You're scared of what everyone else is going to say when they see you online and when they listen to you. And even because I felt like being honest and expressing what I think about and what I write on my journal, it's honest, but it's being seen, and being seen sometimes makes me feel so unsafe. And that's why I almost didn't record this video. And I thought maybe today I just should have something wiser to say, something more put together, something more, structured, or maybe, something deeper, something that seems more meaningful. And when you are online, you feel like everyone has so much to say, and other people seem to have it all, figured out, and they are so put together. They know what they're doing, they know what to say, and it feels so right, when you see someone online. And then when you want to express yourself, it feels like you are not in your right space, in your right place. It feels like you are not enough to share some kind of things. It feels like you are not in the position to suggest things. And I feel like that right now. I feel in that way. And maybe that is exactly the point. And that's because sometimes growth doesn't look like clarity, it doesn't look like you have it all figured out, or sometimes it looks like showing up confused and staying anyway. I think it's really focused on staying, because I feel so confused in this moment of my life, in this period of my life. And I really want to help people that feel the same way to figure out things better, or maybe realizing that being confused is not something that we should be afraid of, because it's just a phase. And it's probably before starting a new chapter of your life that is so exciting, but we hate feeling confused, feeling uncertain. And I think that in this journey of mine too, on the internet, on YouTube, I feel like I'm being tested so much on my ability to share myself and share my thoughts without fearing judgment, without fearing, criticism. Um, and that's why we always wait to feel confident before we speak. We wait that we are going to say the exact right thing, but people are so different. So there is probably no right thing to say, because everyone wants to listen, wants to hear something different. And I realized that confidence doesn't always come first, and sometimes honesty does. And I feel like I'm being so honest right now with myself and with people that are watching me, because today the most honest thing that I can say is that I feel a little bit awkward being here, even on YouTube in general, you know? I feel like I cringe a little bit, and I'm still here because I love seeing how you know, we test our mind and our limits, being, exposing ourselves or doing something out of our comfort zone. And I love that feeling, but at the same time, it's so cringy. It feels so cringy and so uncomfortable for me. So if you are watching this and you feel stuck right now in your life in general, or you feel confused, or you feel unsure, or like you don't know how to express what's inside of you, I just want you to know that you're not failing, you're not behind in life, you're not stuck, you're just human. And you don't need the perfect words sometimes. You just need the words that feel right to you, that align with you. And you don't need to make sense of everything yet. We are so obsessed with that, but we don't need that. We don't need to have everything figured out right now in this right moment, because maybe tomorrow we'll understand, we'll realize that the answer was different than the one we thought would be the actual answer. So you don't need to be, brave all the time, confident all the time, and the best all the time to expose yourself. You just can't. You can just, expose yourself in the way you can, and express what you feel. Express what you feel can actually enrich other people and help someone. And then, being present will be enough. And people who really resonate with you will not need you to be perfect, to be on top always, you know? So, yeah, I think that vulnerability and honesty and showing who you really are is very important too. And it goes beyond what you say, what you tell, what you do online, I can motivate you, I can suggest you things, I can, make you reflect. But another day, maybe I'm just a human being and I'm just vulnerable and I'm fragile and I feel like a girl who just needs to be vulnerable and needs to feel like I'm safe, even though probably I'm not giving my 100 in this specific, era of my life. But still, I'm trying to figure myself out and to figure my life out, and to understand what I want to do, what I want to live, and who I want to become. And so, yeah, your days won't be 100 every day. Maybe sometimes you will feel like you are 50. Sometimes you'll feel you are 10% of your energy, but that doesn't mean that you are not valuable, that you are not enough. That means that you need to show up and to support yourself, and then that's okay. And then tomorrow probably you'll feel 100 again. So, yeah, if you feel like I'm feeling right now, if you feel confused, uncertain, unsafe, don't worry, because tomorrow will be great, will be better, and you will find yourself again. You will find your way. This is just a transition, this is just a shift. And, yeah, hope you're good. Take care of yourself. Really, I bless you all, and I wish you a great day, a great night. And, yeah, I'm with you and sending you love, like to every part of the world you live in. And, yeah, bye.